Okay, yeah. Well, let's meet about 5 o'clock. I have one more person to see, so why don't I meet you about 5 o'clock? Does that sound good? Okay. Talk to you later. Bye-bye. Testing, testing. Let's see. Darren Parker. Well, there you are, Darren. Come on inside. Didn't know if you were going to come today. So happy to see you. Why don't you have a seat over here? You know what, Darren, that's fine. If you'd like to stand, that's fine too. We're going to go ahead and get started. I know this is your first time with me, so. Okay, it says here, Darren Parker, is that correct? You went to Bethalto Middle School. You know, Darren, how old are you? Look, it wouldn't hurt if you answered a few of my questions. Why don't I do this? Why don't I leave the room, give you a moment by yourself, and that way you can get things together. Would you like to do that?
Are you going to come back?
Of course I'm going to come back. This is my office.
Then what's the use?
Obviously, we don't want to do that. Okay, when were you suspended from Bethalto Middle School?
Everything you want to know about me on that piece of paper, right in front of you. You're going to hassle me with all these stupid questions all day.
I'm not going to hassle with you with any questions. We just need to make sure that the information is correct.
No, you want to establish a pure mutual relation. Something to break the ice. Something to start a logical profile that you're going to have to write as soon as you hack off and get me out of here. Because if you don't, your butt's going to be jammed with the Family and Children's Services. You know damn well how long I've been expelled. Why don't you stop with all the stupid questions?
Well, at least you can talk. Now we're getting somewhere.
What's with you people? The last 3 strings just copy off the idiots before them. Darren displays antisocial behavior, typical of a wide range of behaviors, including explosive temper tantrums, physical aggressions, fighting, including homicidal thoughts, weapons, cruelty to animals, destruction, and vandalism.
I think you forgot something, Daryl. What about the fire setting?
I wanted to see if you were awake.
So you've read all this?
I didn't have to. I lived it.
Look, Darren, I'm just trying to get the information.
It's your job to refer me to someone else. It's their job to put me somewhere else. Once you go to your boyfriend's apartment night, you won't give a purple cahootie about what we talked about here today. What's he like? Does he blow in your ear? Does that turn you on, Doc?
Darren.
You know, I bet that's the hardest part of your job.
What's that?
Control. When a little pervert tries to loosen your girdle, or does it comfort you? No, this appointment's only half an hour. Get a check from the state tomorrow saying what they already know.
Darren, you seem like a very intelligent boy.
Stinking genius.
14 years old?
27. I'm a midget. Can't believe they left that out.
You know what? We're just trying to get the information. So we need to find out more about you.
Like what?
We need to find out some information about you, Darren, so you need to start talking.
No.
You know what, Darren? If you don't start talking, we're going to be in bad trouble here, so start talking to me.
What do you want to know?
Darren, if you don't start talking, we will get nowhere.
Fine. You know, I don't think I'd be the man today if my old lady would took me to Disney World. Do you? You would think a good shot of miniature and $7 hamburgers might have saved me.
You know, Darren, you mentioned your mother. Would you like to talk a little bit about her?
Do you go up on the street every day and say, let's talk about your mother?
No, I guess not. Look, we need to figure out what options you have here, and we're not getting a lot of options.
Yes, Julie, let's talk about options.
You have no options. There's not an organization or group home in this country that would take you. Not with your attitude and not certainly with your background.
Homeless. I think I saw that in a movie once.
What about the fire setting, Darren?
I like heat.
Why?
Hey, fire's pretty.
Oh, fire's pretty. Well, let me tell you something about fire, Darren. November 16th, 4 children critically injured and 1 little boy dead, Darren. 1 little boy dead.
Have they found the arsenals yet, Miss
But you
Mills?
know who did it.
Hearsay is admissible.
You know who did it, Darren.
I'm not going through this again. Door's stuck, lady. You gotta let me out.
Darren, I've lost the keys.
Someone let me out!
They won't hear you, Darren. They've all gone home. It's just you and me now.
Get bent!
Sit down and shut up.
You're nuts. You can't do this.
What can I do? You want to know about the little boy, Darren? The little boy that was left in the nurse's station when the fire kept on building with heat? You want to know how he felt when nobody came to rescue him?
What are you talking about?
He was 7. 2 days away from his 8th birthday. Let me tell you something about him, Darren. He was probably a lot like you. Smart, intelligent, liked collecting baseball cards, putting them under his pillow. You know what he liked best? At night when he was scared, Darren, he would walk into his mama's room and lay at the foot of her bed because he knew, Darren, that he'd be safe there. He knew he'd be safe from anything. By the way, Darren, would you like to see a picture of him when they found him? I've got a picture here. Would you like to see it, Darren?
Stop. What are you talking about? You mean your son? Come on now.
He was intelligent. Tall, handsome.
Run
Not like
through the
you.
door.
Darren, sit down and shut up.
You can't do this.
The hell I can't sit down and shut up. Let me tell you a little bit about him, Darren. He was a great kid. He was great. He was smart. He was a lovely kid, and you took his life. What do you think, Darren?
I don't know.
What don't you know?
Please.
You don't know if you should have started that fire, Darren? You don't know? Well, he's dead, and you did it.
I'm sorry.
What are you sorry about, Darren?
Sorry.
You wish you would have never lit it. Well, you did, and he's dead now. Dead.
Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh, God.
That's it, Darren. Cry. You have a chance now, Darren. You finally have a chance.
Do you hate me?
I don't hate you, Darren. And by the way, I never had a son.